Which of the following graphs depicts the effect of substrate concentration on velocity of enzyme catalyzed reaction? So out of all these graphs, this is the right answer, option 1. So we took around 15 seconds to attempt this question. So let's try to understand why we get this kind of graph. So first things first, what is an enzyme? Enzyme is a protein molecule. Protein. So every protein has primary structure, then secondary structure, and tertiary structure. So this tertiary structure is obtained by folds created in the primary structure. So these folds create pockets. Okay, and one such pocket is called active site, and it is responsible for the enzyme activity. Why? Because this is where the substrate binds. So we show enzyme plus substrate. So when it binds, you will have enzyme substrate complex, and then there will be a transition state. So ES. So certain bonds will be broken, new bonds will be formed, and the substrate will be converted into product during this transition state. And then finally, the enzyme will be freed. The product will dissociate from the enzyme. And this free enzyme can take up new substrate. So this is what happens in enzyme catalyzed reaction. So during such experiments, we keep the enzyme concentration constant. So enzyme concentration is constant. So let's say there are 100 enzyme molecules, enzymes, and each molecule has active site. So there are total 100 active sites available. Active sites. Now in the beginning over here, so as the substrate concentration increases, slowly the enzyme activity also increases, because slowly these active sites starts getting filled and they carry on the process, the enzyme catalysis process. Then what will happen when it reaches here? All 100 active sites are occupied. Now this will be the maximum velocity of the enzyme, which is marked here on the graph. Now since there are no more extra active sites available, because in the experimental setup we have a constant concentration of enzyme, so there is a limit of active site, and therefore the uh, the velocity cannot increase any further. And this is the reason, even if you increase the substrate concentration, the velocity doesn't increase, it remains flat. So after reaching Vmax, you will see a flat graph. It doesn't increase any further. So this pattern is typical of the graph of velocity of reaction versus substrate concentration.